When we talk about TiFIT, we can't avoid talking about wheelchairs. That is, after all, what we build. But for a moment, let's put the wheelchair aside and focus on the person. Let's focus on each person's characteristics, but not just their physical characteristics. Let's also focus on their potential, their goals, and their well-being. Because it's only when you really think about the person, about maximizing individual potential, that you can truly begin to understand the importance of a made-to-measure frame, which is what we call TiFIT. The difference between a TiFIT wheelchair and all other chairs is that a TiFIT chair is tailored specifically to the person. The chair is a wheeled prosthetic fitted exactly to the person's unique characteristics. No tube is cut, bent, or welded until our computer-aided designers give our fabricators a full-scale drawing of each chair based on the exact measurements listed on each individual's order form as specified by a clinician and assistive technology professional. Now let's take a look at the TiFIT process and how it creates a chair geometry built around and designed for you. Seat width is one of the most basic and important ways that a wheelchair should be tailored to the person. A well-fitted seat width helps to improve posture, stability, propulsion, and functionality of the rider by keeping him or her properly supported, stable, and able to comfortably access the handribs. But in addition to the seat width specification, complex frame bends can also improve the fit of a chair, which is why TiFIT also offers additional options such as an ergo seat, which creates a flat bucket-like part of the seat, and seat taper, which tapers the front part of the frame in, allowing it to be more narrow. With TiFIT, the ergo seat and seat taper options can be used independently or together as needed to maximize pelvic stability and provide better lower extremity support because the chair frame is able to more closely follow the lines of your body. This means you'll have better comfort and efficiency because you'll spend less time repositioning yourself in the chair. And this is just the beginning. Footrest width and footrest taper are also key elements of how your chair fits, and to make sure you can achieve maximum comfort and functionality, TiFIT offers 3 options for footrest taper. No taper, where the front frame tube runs directly down from the seat to the footrest, standard taper, where the taper runs from the front frame bend to 2/3 of the way down the front frame tube, or V front end, where the taper runs from the front frame bend in a diagonal line all the way down to the footrest. Footrest width and footrest taper are more than just aesthetics. An appropriate footrest taper stabilizes your lower extremities, allowing you to maneuver quickly and easily without losing positioning in your chair. A footrest width and taper that follows the lines of your body also narrows your frame, giving you better access in tight spaces. These are some important measurements that you, working with your clinician and ATP, specify, but building a wheelchair doesn't end here. All of these specifications that you choose affect each other, and taking that into account is one of the key ways in which we ensure optimal performance from your chair. It's impossible to achieve optimal fit and performance from default one-size-fits-all values, which is why building every part of your chair around you is what makes TiFIT so powerful. And this is why TiLite, as part of the TiFIT process, determines your caster spacing and caster placement based on the seat width, footrest width, and style and size of the casters ordered for your chair. This process is critical for ensuring that the optimal balance is struck between stability and agility in this area. The stability provided by wider caster spacing and placement helps to keep you steady during dynamic activity in your chair, and is helpful when making transfers out of your chair, while the agility of narrower caster spacing and placement facilitates maneuverability, easier turning, and efficient push strokes. With TiFIT, even aspects of your chair that you don't directly specify, like caster spacing and caster placement, are determined based on the options that you do specify, instead of being pre-built at default values. We calculate this optimal balance for every single chair because we know it will be unique to every single person, which leads us back to the most important aspect of TiFIT. A TiFIT wheelchair is designed and built to fit you like a glove, to fit your body shape and to truly function as a wheeled prosthetic tailored to your exact measurements. And to be clear, TiFIT is in a totally different universe than what is sometimes referred to as custom configuration. Custom configuration is when you're able to select options and components on a chair to meet your needs. For instance, wheelchair manufacturers offer a wide variety of rear wheel models and sizes along with a selection of handribs. When you select these options, the manufacturer will take that component off the shelf and add it to your chair. And while adding these components to a chair is important, it does not make the chair TiFIT. And in fact, it has nothing to do with building the frame to your exact dimensions. Sometimes manufacturers will even offer different size frames that are pre-made and stocked. In this case, you seemingly get to order a frame that is tailored to you, or at least the size that was selected, almost like small, medium, or large. But unfortunately, you can never achieve the same level of fit using pre-made frames. A TiFIT frame starts as a blueprint on a computer screen, which is created directly from your order form and your exact measurements that you chose with your clinician and ATP. You order it, and then we build it. Why is this so important? It's important because if you are not front and center at every step of the chair building process, then you'll be receiving a subpar chair. And that subpar chair will be affecting you every minute of every day in terms of comfort, efficiency, and function. So in stark contrast to a subpar chair is the uncompromising approach of TiFIT, a personalized fitting process that is truly empowering to the individual. So what does this mean? It means that at the heart of every TiFIT wheelchair lives the demands of the person living life to the fullest. The TiFIT process fine-tunes your chair geometry, and that in turn affects how the chair rolls. And the soul of a wheelchair lies in how it rolls, how it handles in the real world, how it puts power to the ground, how it manages the next curve, and how it tracks down a hallway or a sidewalk at cruising speed. These characteristics are a function of the wheelchair's geometry and the extent to which it is truly built around you, the rider. Here's another way that TiFIT puts the person first. Defining the proper front frame angle on your chair is essential to ensure that your legs and knees are well positioned for comfort, stability, and function. If your legs are swept too far back, it can feel like you're falling forward, but if they're too far forward, it can be very difficult to maneuver the chair or turn in tight spaces. No one but you and your clinician knows the exact frame angle and position in which you feel an optimal balance of stability, comfort, and function. The TiFIT process not only lets you select the front frame angle that works best for you, it also ensures that your selected angle is exact no matter what you choose for your front and rear seat heights. But to understand why this even needs to be said, let's consider the example of a chair that is not TiFIT. The frame is built with a set front frame angle and a set seat angle, which is known as a default setting. The most common default setting is a 2-inch difference between your front seat height and your rear seat height. What this means is that no matter what your front seat height, your rear seat height must be 2 inches less to achieve your desired front frame angle when using these off-the-shelf frames. If you need a 3-inch difference, the way that this is achieved is by tilting the whole frame back, which in turn reduces your front frame angle, making it less than what you ordered. And conversely, if you only need a 1-inch difference between your front and rear seat heights, then the whole frame is tilted forward and your frame angle will be greater than what you ordered. In each of these examples, the front frame angle has changed and that aspect of the chair is no longer built around you. As a result, the poorly matched front frame angle will impact your stability, comfort, and function every day. So ultimately, what the foundation is to a house, the frame is to a wheelchair. Everything else is a component and replaceable. Our ultimate goal in designing a TiFIT frame is to give you the best foundation possible, a foundation with you at its core. Perhaps one of the most important aspects of your chair setup is the positioning of the rear wheels and the resulting center of gravity. Finding the center of gravity that's right for you is critical for ensuring that you have the optimal balance between stability and maneuverability. And this is why TiLite offers the widest range of center of gravity settings for your chair. Remember, the process of properly fitting a wheelchair is all about you, the rider. The optimal fit to the person of a TiFIT chair brings unparalleled comfort, performance, and function. It's critical to have the confidence of knowing that you'll be stable, well-positioned, and fully functional in your chair, and for this to happen, the chair must be fitted to your measurements and your needs. As with any prosthetic, the chair must truly be an extension of the body. This is the only way to avoid postural issues, pain, pressure sores, or lack of function, all of which are consequences of a chair that is not properly fitted to the person. Even for two people who are the same height, weight, and diagnosis, there will still be different body contours and different functional needs that must come into play for a chair to be fitted properly. Yes, it is truly all about the person. At the heart of every TiFIT wheelchair lives the demands of the person living life to the fullest. This is about you and your life. That is the defining characteristic of TiFIT.